Hello, everybody.
Is that thing cutting off our head at this out?
Like it may be. Let's see. My head always getting cut off the top.
Should it have such a big head?
She had to do that right now. Y'all know how that goes, so I'm gonna let her slide. How y'all doing?
Well, I had to push your son out. And he has the same head as you, so.
Not yet. His head a lot smaller than mine, actually.
Well,
If you look at it.
yeah. But it'll grow.
It was still pretty big. I give you that though. You did push out a big head. I ain't gonna lie. You did a good job with that too. I can tell you that.
Thank you.
Let me see.
Got a couple of people joining.
Welcome to the live, people. We're getting everything situated for you guys.
We should turn the volume up too.
So I'm gonna say hi, guys. Hi. Can you hear us well? Please let us know if the volume is okay.
And the lighting.
And the lighting too, yeah. Let us know. About Sue TV. Hello, About Sue.
Hello. See how it looks.
Kind of dark.
Yeah, it is dark.
Okay, hold
Lights
on.
coming on. Somebody else said the lighting is dark. Okay, we got the light on now. Another light on. How's that, guys? Oh, glare.
Now good. Is the volume good? It is a glare. Should we turn it? Let's see. Hold on, guys. We getting situated in Tanzania. Nope.
Orientation is locked. Yeah, we're trying to fix it now. I think that way is good. Yeah.
That's weird.
Volume is low.
We working, y'all. If we still a glare. That's weird.
I think if you turn it this way, it'll be less of a glare.
That way.
A little bit more.
You say the light is reflecting off of our cam. We may have to glare it out, guys. Unfortunately.
How do we? The light is reflecting on your cam. How do we get rid of that? That's weird.
Let's see. That's unfortunate.
Well, guys, I'm not sure how we get rid of that glare.
Do y'all mind about a glare?
We're trying. If anybody knows how to, somebody said turn the light off. It looks like a reflection of something. Oh, maybe it's the window back here. Maybe we should try to pull deeper.
Welcome to Tanzania, people.
Still a glare. That's so weird. Maybe still a glare. Now it's dark. Hey y'all. So hold on. Let's see. How you turn
Let me
it?
see, I got it.
Somebody said that's okay. Now it's going. Alright, we're just gonna turn on the lamp and then hopefully that works.
Nope. Oh, hold on. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Good enough.
Good enough.
That's how it looks.
Welcome to Tanzania, people. Yeah, it's not bad. 31 people tuned in. Wow. Thank y'all. Welcome. We got so much to talk about. We got a lot of questions, obviously. I know a lot of y'all looking for T3 too, and T3 is sleep. We finally got some time to do our thing and really work right now. So sorry if y'all missing T3. T3 won't be in this one.
He might be though, because he might pop up, y'all.
Yeah.
He's known for that.
Don't speak him up though. We'll be cool just chilling. So we want to come and talk to y'all about why we chose to move to Tanzania actually. So we've had a lot of questions, a lot of people have come and asked like why we did it. They thought we loved Rwanda. They just want to understand why it was a big jump. So we want to give y'all some clarification on everything and just answer any questions that y'all may have right now as well. So I'll let my wife have the floor right now.
Okay. I hope the lighting and the volume is okay. Before we get started, if it's not, just let us know. But
y'all just get that big house.
somebody said y'all just got that big house. We gonna get another big house though. Okay, somebody said, okay, so I want to read some of the comments that, one of the comments that a lady wrote. She said, Tanzania was your first choice, but you chose Rwanda because y'all got discouraged by the immigration laws. Yeah, I would have to agree with that.
Yeah.
I've spoken a little bit about Tanzania in some of our Rwanda videos, but Tanzania actually was our first choice for repatriation, but due to we thought that the immigration laws, we didn't know too much about the immigration laws. We were kind of not too sure about that, as well as owning land, the land laws, and then the citizenship laws.
Yeah.
So that kind of influenced our decision to go to Rwanda. But since then we've learned a lot about ways you can get around it and different options you can take. So we're going to talk a little bit about that.
And I must add, it was also my fault that we ended up going to Rwanda first.
I wasn't going to put him out, y'all, but
Yeah.
he did it. So
Yeah, I'll be honest. We listened to a friend of mine. He told us, he was like, man, Rwanda is a better place. Just go there first and see how it is. And, it's safer and cleaner. Just go there first. And he told us that. And we went, and as we was leaving the airport, we ran into this man. And what's crazy, we didn't talk to him at all while we came on the way here or none of that. He just gave us that seed and disappeared. So he went and saw Rwanda for himself too. And in comparison to Rwanda and Tanzania, I mean, we'll get into detail about it, but that's what happened. I kind of led my wife to Rwanda first. But I can admit I was kind of wrong. I should have just went what she said first and came here.
Moral of the story, gentlemen, listen to your wives.
Yeah, listen to it.
But so yeah, one of the things that discouraged us initially was the citizenship, the whole citizenship, dual citizenship. So as you guys know, Tanzania does not currently allow dual citizenship. So you either have to be an American or Tanzanian. There's no in between.
Yeah.
Now, two things with that. First, I kind of thought about it, and I was like, because we still detoxing from the Western mindset.
Yeah.
So I'm like, why am I really trying to hold on to U.S. citizenship? Like, I'm not planning on going back. I'm not planning on raising my children there. We already have our passports, so it's like, if it came down to it, if it's a choice of me renouncing my citizenship and gaining something over here, then I'm just like, what's really the choice, you know?
Yeah.
So.
And we just saw someone comment too. They made a great point. We have to get the likes up, people. If you like the video, it gets into more people's faces and more people can understand why it's important for them to go ahead and repatriate. So in order to help us, please just like the video if you're watching. We see it's 43 people watching and only like 19 likes. So we need to have those likes matching each other. And just to go off what my wife just said, like there's no point in trying to continue to hold on. Like there's like a piece of us still like, we want to still hold on to the American passport and still have a piece of the system, but we still growing on. It's still we're getting pulled away slowly.
Yeah, we're coming out of Babylon.
Yeah,
like we just gotta come out completely. Like there's no point in holding on to a dying system.
Yeah.
Like if you could see the writing on the wall, if you have your ear to hear it, you know that the system is only a second away from collapsing. And you know, Africa has all the minerals. It has all the resources in the world. Like this is gonna be the place where people are gonna come. Tanzania is such a large country. I mean, you have mountains here, you have the safari, you have the beaches, you have everything here is self-sustainable. So if there was a case where the West was to put sanctions on Tanzania or to try to cut them off from having food or water, it wouldn't matter because the country is so large that it's self-sustainable. So these are the type of things we started thinking about it. Thinking about once we got over here, we started detoxing from the Western mindset. And another thing is, in the Gambia, I believe, there's a YouTuber by the name of Blacksit, and she has petitioned the Gambian government to allow the diaspora to have citizenship, automatic citizenship in the Gambia. And I believe Nigeria as well also is granting automatic citizenship if you're part of the diaspora. So I don't see why a bunch of us, there's so many people coming to Tanzania from America and other parts of the diaspora, why we couldn't just get together and petition the government to get our citizenship, because technically this is our land. Like we didn't choose to go over there. We're prisoners of war. So there's always ways around it. Everything's negotiable. In Africa, money talks and logic talks in Africa. So there's ways around it. I don't see like in the next 10 years us having to like beg or like go through hoops and bounds to get citizenship. So I think all of that is going to change. A lot of countries are already changing or in the process of changing citizenship for the diaspora. So I think that that's something that we didn't think about either. So
it's kind of realizing that we really have to be bold and really take that step. It's like it was a step, but it's like that's the next level, like really denouncing it and really just accepting the new culture and really just becoming a citizen of somewhere else. That's really the ultimate goal anyway. So why continue to fight it instead of just embracing it? You know what I mean?
Kind of having like one foot in and one foot out. It's like you can't be too double-minded. Like we gotta choose like what we gonna do. We either gonna do A or do B. So that's that was one of the things that discouraged us, but now that we're here, we're realizing that a lot of that stuff doesn't really matter in the long run. Also, in Africa, it's completely different from America as far as the house culture. If you get a house, you're automatically going to have helpers. You're going to have somebody that's tending to your grounds. You may often have a nanny that's helping out. You may have somebody that's coming in to cook and clean.
Yes.
So as you begin to form relationships with people, you will be able to use your discernment and understand like who's for me and who's not for me. So when it comes to the issue of land, you can easily meet somebody that you vibe with, or somebody that works for you that you come to know and trust, that wouldn't have a problem with signing off for land
with you.
Yeah, with you. So that's another thing that we didn't think about that we've learned since being here. As well as you can also lease land as well. So even if you don't find somebody to sign off on land for you, or if you just still don't feel comfortable doing that, you can still lease land for 30 plus years, and within that time we're gonna have some type of citizenship. Like I just see it happening. Like it's gonna happen at some point.
Magufuli he seems like a very smart man, and once he see the numbers that we bring as a diaspora, he's gonna have to like give us some sort of citizenship. It's only right. Yeah, he's for the people anyway. Go there.
No, I was gonna say we're 300 million strong. Like I said before, they want us to come over here, and money talks. So it's all about presenting the numbers. What can we do for the country? What can they do for us? It's a give and take relationship. So that was like the immigration laws that had initially discouraged us and sent us first to Rwanda as opposed to Tanzania, because in Rwanda, as you know, You can easily gain dual citizenship. You can easily purchase land on your own. You can easily open up your business on your own.
Yeah.
None of that is a hassle. So that was very appealing to us at first. But now that we've gotten over here, we see that there's ways around everything.
Yeah.
There's more than one way to skin a cat.
Yeah,
So,
definitely. And it's not always best to take the easy road anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you gotta put some work in to earn it. So no point in taking the easy road if we came over here to work anyway.
Right. So somebody said, compare and contrast the infrastructure between Rwanda and Tanzania, roads, transportation, hospitals, and housing prices. So I guess we can start with the roads. What's the difference you feel like between the roads in Rwanda and Tanzania?
The roads in Rwanda, I would say they're Rwanda's more developed on the roads. I'll say that, but it's not like too far ahead, and it's a lot of construction going on the roads here too. So they're headed in that direction, and it seems like there's a lot more people here. So they're not gonna be there yet. Like they're working towards it, and I've seen like a lot more dirt roads and bumpy roads, but that's not a discouragement because that's what you come here for that. Like you know that's a part of it. Like don't expect the roads to be done everywhere, y'all. It's not something that
Hey, come over here and lay some roads down.
lay some road exactly. Start a road laying business.
For real.
Yeah, it's plenty of opportunity for that, but the roads are a lot less developed here, but it's still roads that are developed. Like some main roads, there's a couple main roads that can get you into different villages. But when you go through the villages, there aren't many roads. Like it's a lot of dirt roads for sure.
Yeah. Which is a good thing because as I mentioned, and I try to mention all the time, you can help build up the infrastructure of the country. That's somewhere where you can build generational wealth.
Yeah.
Because we were locked out of wealth when they were building up America. So don't miss out on the opportunity to build up wealth over here, generational wealth over here. So that may not necessarily be a bad thing that there's a lot of bumpy roads and things like that. If
you got the mindset to come and add to it, you know, you can't be coming trying to leech from everybody. This is somewhere where you have to come and help. Like they need help.
Yeah.
And like we have the mind to help them, y'all.
Yeah.
Come over here with the helping mindset. Don't come trying to take.
The Chinese are already like building up a lot of roads here and there. So why can't we do it? I mean,
we can.
Yeah.
We can.
Okay. What about the transportation system difference between Tanzania and Rwanda?
We didn't really ride the bus, and we haven't rode the bus yet. They got the toots. What are they called?
I feel like Tanzania is a little bit more advanced as far as transportation goes.
Yeah, they got multiple ways of getting around. Like they have a tut. It's like
a 3-wheeler car.
Yeah.
Weird. It's a car on 3 wheels, if you can picture that.
But it's so convenient, y'all. It's like, bro, you can get through traffic like it's nothing. It's so amazing. And of course, they have the scooters here too. So that's 2 different ways that you can cut through traffic quickly. And they have cars, and they also have Uber. Mm-hmm. That's something that's pretty cool. But it's some of the Uber drivers, the English isn't that well yet. So you have to learn Swahili to help them out. It's not something that they don't know much English. The Uber drivers don't. Even the one last night, he told us, he was like, he said in Tanzania, most of the more educated people have learned English. So he was like, we normally speak Swahili. And in other words, he was like, bruh, learn Swahili for me, okay? So we can talk and communicate with each other. And we can also teach them English once we learn Swahili. So it could be a win-win situation.
Yeah. Hospitals.
What you know that?
Well, I try to stay away from hospitals, but I would say it's the same pretty much for hospitals. I've seen hospitals. T3's up.
What's up,
Y'all
man?
must have spoken up. Yeah, but hospitals, I've seen hospitals in Tanzania and I've seen hospitals in Rwanda, so I don't think that's a problem. Like if you need to go to the hospital or you have an emergency, that won't be an issue at all. There's a hospital literally right down the street from us that you can get to. So yeah, I think those are pretty similar. Housing prices. Now, surprisingly, Tanzania is a lot cheaper, housing wise than Rwanda. In Tanzania, I've seen houses for like $200, 4 bedrooms, $400, 3 or 4 bedrooms, 5 bedrooms. You got land outside. Oftentimes, you have fruit trees in the garden. You got mango, soursop, lime, lemon. It's very, very cheap in Tanzania. Rwanda is not bad either, but as far as comparing and contrasting, I would say that Tanzania is definitely cheaper than Rwanda.
Yeah. And then there's the not to say Rwanda isn't beautiful, but there's so much beauty here. Like it's like being at a big Bahamas. It's like if you ever been to visit the Bahamas, this is like a big country that looks just like the Bahamas. There's so much space and so much opportunity. It's like it's mind blowing, y'all.
Yeah.
It's mind blowing. And we see that we have 30 more new people have tuned in. So y'all, like I told everybody else earlier, in order to get this message out to more people, we need y'all to like it so it can pop up on their page. That's how you saw it. So just like it for us real quick if you're watching and you haven't liked it. We appreciate it. Night vibe. Night vibe. It seemed like the night vibe here is, there is a night vibe here in Rwanda.
Night vibe. I wouldn't know because coronavirus shut down everything in Rwanda. So.
In Rwanda, it wasn't really a night vibe for us to see, and we're not those type of people to night vibe anyway. Like those days are way behind us, so it's not something that we're really looking at, but. We can hear a lot more here than we did in Rwanda, of course, because everything's not locked down at 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock. But yeah, night vibe seems to be something that's going on here, if that's what you're looking for.
Yeah, and if you're a Rasta, you about that Rasta life, you can do that here too in Tanzania.
Yeah.
So
I've been called Rasta like a few times. Even T3, they call us Rasta, and no one, I didn't even say that. So they hear it deep.
Okay, what about the weather? Difference between the weather in Rwanda and Tanzania.
The difference.
Yeah, I would say Tanzania is more like, if you've ever been to the Bahamas or Jamaica, you know how it's always sunny, and if it rains, the sun will come right out to dry it back up, and it's always nice weather. That's how Tanzania is. It's always hot, and you have that cool breeze from the ocean to cool it down. At nighttime, you get a nice little breeze from the ocean. So, and this is in Dar es Salaam, because I've heard that Arusha is a little bit cooler than Dar es Salaam. But in Dar es Salaam it's really hot, and you have that really beach weather. Whereas in Rwanda, the weather beats America any day in any part of Africa. So I was liking the weather in Rwanda, but if I had to compare it to Tanzania, I would say I would like the weather in Tanzania better just because you get more sun, and I'm a child of the sun. I love the sun. Yeah. So, the sun shines in Rwanda, but it's overcast a lot. So, the sun may be hiding behind the clouds, whereas in Tanzania, the sun is always out and about.
Yeah. And it's like all the hills and stuff make the temperature change a lot, too. So you gotta be prepared for that in Rwanda. Yeah. Not here. Not so much in Dar es Salaam. Let me say that.
It's more flat.
Yeah, it's a lot more flat, and it's like you're right next to the beach, and the beach water is actually warm.
Yeah, it's hot.
Bro.
Like, I was surprised because normally if you go to the beach, the water is cold for some reason. The water is hot. It feels so good.
Man. And then when the sun goes up, the water recedes to the middle of the ocean, and when the sun comes down, the water comes back to shore. Like, so if you go to the beach in the middle, like early in the morning time, the tide is further out than it would be in the nighttime. That's something that you really have to come and lay your eyes on. That was something amazing. Like, it was cool. Yeah, it was cool.
And Rwanda is more scenic. Like, it has more scenic views than Tanzania. But they both have different things to offer. With Tanzania, you have the beaches, the beautiful beaches, and so it just depends on what you like, what you feel more connected to. He's been making a comparison that what you said about Rwanda gives you what type of vibe?
It gives me like retirement city vibes. Like
which is not a bad
yeah,
thing.
it's not bad. Like once you come up and you want to chill and relax and just check out the views and just do your thing, go to Rwanda. Like you can relax, you got protection, you chilling. Like you just get all your money, you good.
Yeah.
But Tanzania, oh, you gotta come work. You can see it, you can feel it. Like it's a different vibe. Not anything against Rwanda, but it's just a different vibe that I picked up.
Yeah. Yeah. Rwanda is like the Florida of East Africa. Like if you know, like when your family is like, oh, I'm going down to Florida for the summer and I'm just gonna chill, or I'm retired down in Florida. Like it's beautiful down there.
Yeah.
But it's like, like if you're more like a younger person, or if you have like stuff you like to do and get out and stuff, I would say Tanzania. And that may be because of COVID, because like we said, we didn't really get to experience any sort of like nightlife really, or like a lot of things about Rwanda while we were there, because COVID shut everything down. But that's our experience right now, and I don't know when COVID is going to be over. So this is how it's going to be for a while. So.
Yeah, unfortunately, but hopefully COVID, go ahead and leave people alone, and y'all get to be free, But over here in Tanzania, we ain't worn masks since we got off the plane, bro. Like it feels good. And if you just joined the live, go ahead and like it for us, so you can let more people see this and help them learn that they need to repatriate.
Yeah, and the story about the COVID is that the president, the country is like has religious ties, so Christianity and Islam. So the president, Magufuli, is a Christian, and basically what the locals told us was that he had the entire country pray. Like he shut down the country for 3 days, and they all prayed against that God would just basically deliver the country from coronavirus. This was like 3 or 4 months ago, and he's like, ever since then they haven't had any deaths from coronavirus, and they back to normal. And they said that people don't even really get that sick over here because of the natural lifestyle, the foods they eat, the fact that they have the beach, they're always in the water, the salt water helps it detox, and when you breathe it in, it helps to detox your lungs. Just their whole lifestyle, they walk a lot, they always have vitamin D, they're in the sun. So when they, if they eat meat, the same day that the animal is slaughtered, it's on their plate that same day. So it's not meat that's been rotting or heavily processed, it's grass-fed meat. So just their whole entire lifestyle is healthy. Yeah. So, and then couple that with your faith. And I know some people they don't believe in God or whatever. That's fine. That's up to you. But I'm telling you what they did here in Africa. And if you're like an atheist or something, you probably won't fit in that well here in Tanzania, because everybody is like has a deep spiritual connection to some higher power. So just to kind of keep that in the back of your head too.
Yeah.
Let's see. The exchange rates between Rwanda and Tanzania. Well, your money goes further in Tanzania. So, $1 in Rwanda is basically 1,000 Rwandan francs. $1 in Tanzania is 2.3 thousand Tanzanian shillings. So you're basically getting a little over double for your money in Tanzania as opposed to Rwanda. So so the exchange rate is a lot better. Your money goes a lot further in Tanzania than Rwanda. I mean, it goes a long way in Rwanda too, but more so in Tanzania.
Yeah. Like somebody else asking questions.
Somebody's asking questions. Okay, let me look at the chat. Hold on. Somebody said Tanzanians are really old school. Yeah, they got that old school faith. Somebody said Magufuli has a PhD in chemistry. He knows what he's doing. The West call him crazy. Yeah, he does have a PhD in chemistry.
Anybody the West call crazy, listen to him. Prove me wrong. They always calling people that know what they talk about crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They're crazy. Look at the stuff they doing.
That's
like,
crazy.
They don't have the moral ground to call anybody crazy.
Man,
like the stuff I seen going on over there, the stuff that don't make absolutely no sense. So, I mean, he tested a goat in like a piece of fruit. and it tested positive for COVID. So, I mean, somebody got to explain that. Somebody said, "Did you let your place go in Gwanda?" Yes.
Yes, we did.
Well, we're in the process.
Yeah, we're in the process of doing it. We had a friend of ours that was actually helping us out there, and we're in the process of getting everything taken care of.
Somebody said, "Please answer me, please." Sudan here. Let me see. How's the love life and sensuality in Africa compared to the U.S., where you have less stress about bills in Africa? Do you think it increases the sexual stimulation and sexual connection since you are at peace?
Before we answer that, hit the likes, y'all. Thank you. But yes, I can answer that first. I've been it's been I feel like it's been more of a connection, but we've been still detoxing too. Like it's a lot that we ridden ourselves of, but I've been feeling more connected to my wife, and it's truly like you're really thinking freely over here. Like I don't have to worry about the stress of like me seeing a cop and me having to like calm my anxiety down a lot more now. I don't have to do that anymore, so I kind of have more time to think of ways to help and think of ways to show love. So I feel like it's been an increase. What you think?
Yeah, I would agree. As far as like the dating scene, I obviously can't tell you too much about that. But from what I hear, the dating scene is pretty good in Africa. It just depends on what you're looking for. I don't know. There's like, if you're looking for like an African to date, there's plenty of them here, and I'm sure they would love to date an American. If you're looking for other Americans, there's lots of them here too. So who are like not, detox from the West, and they have a different sort of a mindset. They're more like awakened, I would say. Yeah, there's plenty of those people here too. So that's what you're looking for, is to get your love life started here. You can definitely do that in Africa, and they have a different set of morals and cultural values. So you'll have to see if that's something that aligns with you first. But yeah, let me see. What other questions do we have? Let me know about security in Tanzania.
Let me know about security in Tanzania. That's it. That's all they said.
Yeah.
Let me know about security. Security. They have security systems. They have cameras. They have like you can hire security for your house if that's what you want to do.
It comes standard with houses. Like if you buy a house, you have a helper already, and there's a house for them out back too. And they watch. There's usually a gate out front. So it's very secure.
And the gates, actually, some of the gates have barbed wire on them, so people can't jump over them. And then I seen one house, they actually like broke a bunch of glass bottles, and like I think they put clay around it and like put it on top of the bricks. So if anyone tried to climb over it, they would actually get cut up. So there's security.
Sucks to be a robber here.
Man, there's security.
Yeah. I haven't ran into anybody crazy. Everybody seems pretty cool. I think the most you have to worry about is like a pickpocket. And that's just because of a lot of people are still living in third world conditions and they don't have a lot of money. So they're really doing it out of desperation and not necessarily anything against you if you do get pickpocketed. I'm not saying that it's something good to happen, but I think that would be the most you would have to worry about over here is somebody, a pickpocket.
Now, that's something that we have to get out of too. Like everybody really not out to get us. Like you may even see someone look at you with a stern look, and you may think like he's trying to get me, but it's like nah, he just got a stern look on his face. So it's like people over here really chill, and they to themselves for the most part. Like if you respect them, they gonna respect you. It's like a two-way street, just like it is in America.
I mean, if you need to get with somebody, you gotta get with them.
Right.
Like people respect, when you put your foot down. So,
yeah. We've had a few drivers try to do stuff. We're like, bro, we locals now, dog. You can't be doing that, bro.
That's something you're gonna have to get used to. Like they think that we're Tanzanian until we open our mouths and they're like, oh, okay, let me get an extra. They may say, let me get an extra 1,000 or 2,000. That's just something that
Yeah.
That's just part of the experience. Like, don't get mad about that. They do that to everybody.
Yeah. That's a part of it, y'all. Just stand your ground, you know. Just let them know you know. Say, woo, you back, boy. Say, hey.
Let's see. There was another question. Somebody said, how large is the exodus to Tanzania, if you know? I think it's passing by on the bed over there. Yeah, the exodus to Tanzania is growing rapidly. That was another reason why we came here too, because we know a lot more people, and there's a lot more people who are in the truth over here. In Tanzania, it's a lot of more Americans over here. In Tanzania, a lot more people for us to connect with and to have T3, you know, play with and grow up with. And so, yeah, there's a lot of Americans here in Tanzania, and not even just Americans, other people from the diaspora. There's a big Rasta community here. I know there was one in Rwanda too, but I didn't really see any Rastas. They said there was, but I didn't see any. But I've seen Rastas here walking around the streets. Yeah, there's a large exodus of people coming to Tanzania, and I see why.
Man.
Somebody said it's sad to be born and raised in a country and not feel comfortable or feel anxious when seeing cops. You guys did good to leave. Yeah, right, like that's another thing we need to talk about, y'all. We need to talk about these protests and this voting stuff, because I'm just like, at this point, they've shown us over the course of the 400 years that we have been prisoners of war in America that they're not going to change. All they're going to do is just rewrite the playbook. They're going to put out a different set of rules. If you think about it, we were slaves, then we were, they did convict leasing, so we were slaves again. Then after that, they did the black codes, where you couldn't congregate on the streets in groups of 2 or more, whatever the stupid thing was. They did Willie Lynch to us. They did redlining to us. They did Black Wall Street to us. They did, I mean, you name it. I could sit here for hours and go down.
Please don't.
They did the syphilis experiment. I'm not, but I'm just saying, like, it's so much that they've done to us. They're literally genociding us as we speak.
As we speak.
They're not gonna change, guys.
Nope.
Trauma is passed down through DNA.
Yep.
Heinous, like the stuff that people do in their bloodline is passed down in their bloodline. So I'm not saying there's good people on every side, but for the most part, as a whole, America is not gonna change.
Yeah.
And us sitting there protesting again, keep getting shot. Every day I look on Facebook, somebody else done died.
Man,
somebody else done died or got humiliated or almost died. You know, it's ridiculous. It's becoming too much. At what point do we just be like, you know what? The biggest. Let me tell y'all something. The biggest blow we could do to America is if we all collectively got up and left. Economics is what talks. Money talks.
Yep.
That's what talks. Like, that's the only thing they listen to. God, their money is their God. So we all, the diaspora, we 300 million strong. We all got up out of the West, from the islands, from America, from wherever we were scattered to amongst the 4 corners and left. They would literally collapse overnight. They will collapse overnight. And if we bring our talents, all of our talents, I mean, the diaspora, we have everything. We have athletes, we have doctors, we have nurses, we have herbalists, we have singers, we have tradesmen, we have carpenters, we have everything. Like, we have everything we need to be self-sustainable. Why are we keep contributing to a dying system?
Yes.
I'm not one who feels like we should vote for the lesser of 2 evils. I feel like if it's evil, it's evil. It's two sides to the same coin. So, yeah, that's just something to think about, guys. Like, at some point, we have to realize that we're just going to have to make our exodus.
Yep. They're not going to change. They don't plan on changing. As we can see, it's been 400 plus years. That's the last thing on their mind is changing. They wrote it to be like this. Like, when they wrote their Declaration of Independence, we as a people wasn't considered in that we as a people. We were property. And they still see us as such. That's why they keep killing us in the street like that. So I don't think I wasn't gonna put my son in that environment. Like, we went to I tried to take my family we went to a park, and ironically, I didn't want to go, but it was a plantation park. We went to a plantation park, and my son was 3 weeks old, 3 or 4 weeks old, and we were just trying to let him see the scenery, let me, take him on a stroll through the park on the trail, let him see the trees. We get in the car, get ready to leave. I get profiled for breaking into cars recently in the entire plantation. Like he said, oh, you pulled off soon as I flashed my light over here.
Is that a crime? Is it a crime to get in your car and drive when a cop is driving around? I didn't know that was a crime.
And what's even crazier, it would have been suspicious if I sat in the car and didn't move. Because what criminal jumps in front of the police and pulls off when he flashed the light? Like, come on, it's not logic being used. It's just hate. And it's just hate being shot towards us just because of our skin complexion. Literally. Like, we're hated just because how we look. So, there's no reason to continue to fight that, y'all. Like, trust me. It's like, let it go. Just save up you some money and get out of there. Like, and come over here and build up. Please. Like, you don't have to deal with that stress anymore. It's more of a mental shackle now than anything. They got us mentally wrapped up in the sports, in all the money you could possibly get. You could get good credit and get a good house and maybe get a nice car. Like, bro, that's nothing.
You could get that over here.
You can get that over here and have a simpler way of life.
A fifth of the price.
Man.
Minus the stress, minus the racism, minus the, you don't want to be there when the SHTF.
For real.
When the ish hits the fan, you don't want to be there.
And we not on here because we like, it's deep, y'all. Like, we got to get out of there. Like, it ain't just, we're called to do this. We're not on here just to bash y'all across the head or just like try and force you to do anything. But it's just, it makes logical sense. Like, they're not holding us over there anymore. And we keep continuing to deal with it. Like, there's no chains on us. We can get passports. You have to free your mind and free yourself from that. Please, for the safety of yourself. Please.
Go Black to Africa said, I just featured y'all on my channel and I see y'all in Tanzania. I'm gonna have to change it. Yeah.
Sorry, sis.
I'm gonna have to change it. We switched up, y'all. We switched up. But it's okay, though. You gotta go where you feel connected.
Yeah,
you know?
It's on you.
This is our first time on the continent, so, you know, we're happy to be here, but we just gotta find where we fit in at now.
Yeah.
We found it in Tanzania. Rwanda was great. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, it's still a great country.
It's a great country. I would never dare talk bad about it. But for us personally, we feel more connected and we feel more led to be here. This was our first choice anyway.
Yeah.
So somebody said when the ish hits the fan, is you still a fan? Kendrick Lamar, y'all funny. Somebody said, okay, there was a couple of questions. Let me scroll up. Somebody said you should meet with Traveling Sister and Journey with Us. We did meet with Journey with Us. Beautiful couple. Shout out to them.
Yeah.
Y'all go follow their channel if y'all not already following them. They're another couple that
they got good information.
Yeah, they got a lot of good information. They repatriated to Tanzania right before we did. Somebody said, do you think mass exodus might bring tension with local population down the years?
No, because I think the people that does the mass exodus aren't the people that has that mindset to cause tension. Like, the people coming over here, bro, you think differently. Like, you got to be a bold person to leave your country and step out on faith like that. So you're not going to come over here acting like that. Like, it's not those type of people that's coming over. So I wouldn't say it causes tension. If we're giving back. We're trying to come over here and build together. So that's going to help them a lot. So I don't think it'll bring tension.
Somebody Go Black to Africa said, believe me, you will move again. We are people who migrate.
Yeah.
I'm not saying, you never know.
We got to see the whole continent. We're going to have a couple houses in a couple places. Trust me. I got to. T3 want to see the world. So do I.
Somebody said, okay, I got to scroll back up so I can go in order. I want to make sure I get everybody's question. Somebody said, God doesn't want us in Babylon when it's completely destroyed. No, he does not.
He's trying to get everybody out before he destroys. Before he destroys it, we're part of the trumpet. Like, this stuff is real, y'all. Like, we're not playing. Like, this is real. He's trying to destroy that place. You see hurricanes, tornadoes, fires. Like, come on now.
I want to know what everybody's plan is when they roll out these vaccines, because we already see that Trump supposedly has coronavirus. I don't know if he does or not, but he has it according to the press and according to him, and they've given him an experimental antibody treatment. So I'm just like, it's only a matter of time, guys. Yeah. So y'all have to make a decision. of what y'all want to do. Do y'all want to be there when the stuff goes down, or do y'all want to be in safety somewhere where you don't have to worry about somebody trying to shove a vaccine up your arm? And this is a different type of vaccine. This is not their standard vaccine that they, that should normally give you. This vaccine has nanoparticles that combine with your RNA. So there's no detoxing from this vaccine. This is here to stay. It's going to completely change your RNA. So that's something else to think about.
Yeah.
I can't talk too much about the vaccines on here, but if y'all want more information, y'all can email me or talk to me on the side through WhatsApp. Somebody said people should leave now because later they're going to stop giving out passports.
Man, before we left, y'all, we already had our passport, but we were waiting on T3s. We did it probably a week before the shutdown. A few days. We got his passport in. His application. Yes, application in the beginning of March. We didn't get it till September, and we got the passport to leave.
And that was before the pandemic started. So they're backlogged, supposedly. But I think that a lot of it is an attempt to stop the exodus. It's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. They don't really want us to leave, even though they keep telling us, "Oh, go back to Africa." Listen, y'all, if they really want us to go back to Africa, they know exactly where we live. They could have literally, every last one of us, took us to a ship and said, "Farewell, guys."
Farewell.
And we would be gone. Y'all gotta think about it.
It's true.
They don't want us to leave. We're the backbone of America. We're the economic backbone of America. If we took our dollars away from them, they would take a huge loss they will not be able to recover from.
Sick.
So.
Sick.
Yeah. Let me see what other questions.
We weren't even gonna talk about this.
Yeah. How do we get y'all? We got off topic.
Wow.
We supposed to be talking about Tanzania.
That's the most high. Y'all please listen and get out of there. There's no game.
Somebody said I too was told to go ahead of my family and they will follow. Yeah. And
even if they don't follow, don't hold on to that, because you have to cover your own household for the most part. And those who get it. You got to cover your own household. Y'all, it's
you like the Bible says, who's my brother and who's my sister? People who are in the truth. Some people, I hate to say it, but some family members are just, do you want to be there with them? When the rockets and the missiles go flying, or do you want to be in safety? You can't save everybody. It's a sad reality.
Yeah.
But it's the reality of the situation is you can only lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. So you have to do what's best for you and your immediate family. And when I say immediate family, I'm talking about the people that live in your house with you.
Yeah.
And even those people, they may not be willing to go. You're going to have to leave them.
Man.
There's people who came over here by themselves. There's a 19-year-old girl who left America and came over here by herself. There's another guy we know who's 20-something years old, left America and came by himself.
A year ago.
Yeah, you can do it. You'll meet people here. You'll get your village when you get here.
Yeah.
There's there's group chats that we're in, people, Americans in Tanzania, you'll meet your tribe when you get here if you have to come by yourself, God forbid.
Yeah.
So don't worry about if you have to repatriate solo.
Yeah, you'll meet like-minded people. It always happens that way. You just gotta have faith and step out there. You say you believe, show it. Show it. Have some faith, man. That's all you need.
Hey, Shawnee writes, hopefully you be over here soon. Somebody said, are you planning to go to other countries in Africa? Yeah, we definitely want to visit.
Yep.
There's 54 countries, so we definitely.
It's all ours.
Yeah.
We can see it all. We
Yeah.
gotta touch it all. It's so. We was just talking about that the other day. We're gonna have our passport stamped with all the African countries when it's all said and done.
All
Why
of
not?
Africa is our home, so.
Why not?
I mean, if you think about it, these borders are artificial anyway.
Yep.
They carved up Africa during the Berlin Conference.
Yeah.
The Congo Conference, but they call it the Berlin Conference.
Berlin Conference.
So, I mean, what is Tanzania? What is Rwanda? What is Ghana? These are stuff that was colonial terms. So,
Yeah.
I mean, all of Africa is ours. We free to go wherever you feel led to go. Wherever the spirit is telling you to go is where you should go. Let's see. Somebody said America is finished. Greetings from Ghana. Do you all think the next 10 years will be so bad in the U.S. that even the black elite will consider traveling to Africa? They already doing it.
Black elites been doing it. They ain't been telling us.
They already doing it. Akon's building in Wakanda City in Senegal. Tyler Perry came over here to Ghana, I believe. Ludacris got his citizenship in Gabon. There's a lot of celebrities who, Mos Def, he's in South Africa, I believe, or he was last time I checked. I don't know where he is now. I think the woke ones, or the ones who can see the writing on the wall, I think they're, they'll be over here, y'all. A lot of things are changing in America very rapidly. We see that the NBA went on strike. Things are changing, so yeah, I definitely see that happening. Somebody said it must be something going on because every African American that went over to the continent said they're not coming back to America. Gotta come check it out.
Hey, it's something going on. It's freedom. It's freedom. Like, it's really, you see, like, you get, when you come over here, you get to see how much how much they really got our minds wrapped around. Like, they got our minds wrapped around their finger, bro. If you really think about it, like, they can, their TV and their media is something that's powerful, and they've been using it to their advantage for so many years.
Witchcraft,
exactly.
That's all it is, y'all.
Yeah, it's just, it's freedom over here. That's the only way to describe it, man. And we have a couple more people. Thank y'all for joining in. Like I've been telling everybody else, we need to get this message out in front of more people. So please hit the like button if you haven't already. We appreciate it.
Somebody said, the young black generation can change things. You're the pioneers. More black people will go to where they really belong and feel home. Yeah, that's another thing. Like, if you want to get your family over here or your friends over here, sometimes you have to go before them and show them, like, look at Africa. Like, it's not only just huts. Look at the beaches. Look at the tall buildings. Look at all the stuff that they have to offer.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you may have to be a living example for others. If people are really stubborn. Like, we've had people who thought we were crazy for coming over here, and now they're like, bro, like, how much it is? Like, how much you said it? How much it's plane ticket? How I get my passport? It's like, people go where they see, where they can. A lot of people are visual, so sometimes you have to just show people as opposed to telling them.
Yep.
Somebody said, are you guys in Tanzania now? Yes. Let me see. Any other questions I have? I hope I answered. Let me go back up a little bit more. What is TV, movies, and entertainment like in Rwanda and Tanzania?
First of all, that's not something that we indulge in, honestly. Like, we don't really watch TV and movies.
I haven't turned on the TV since I got to Africa.
Yeah, we don't even.
To Rwanda.
We've been detoxing, y'all. We've been just detoxing, chilling, and really just getting our minds together and focusing and really trying to see what the Most High needs us to see and where we need to go and how we need to move. So we haven't really, even when we were in the States, that's not something that we really did. Like, so we can't really help you on that one.
But
Sorry.
You can get cable. Like, if that's something you're interested in,
Yeah.
you can definitely get cable in both countries. In any African country, you can get cable. You can get pick your package. Like, if you like HBO or whatever, you can watch the basketball games if that's something you're interested in. You can definitely do that.
Yeah.
They have movie theaters here. They have nightlife. They have clubs. They have lounges. They have cultural events. They have group hikes, group trail walks. They have safaris that you can go to, mountains you can climb. There's a lot to do here. So, you don't have to worry about entertainment in Tanzania because Rwanda is pretty much shut down still because of COVID. So, a lot of the things that you could normally do there, you can't really do right now. But in Tanzania, you can. Everything's open. Somebody said, what happened to your apartment in Rwanda? We're not going to be going back there. There's clause in our lease that we can get out of it. So, somebody said, you should set up your super chat to get donations. Not sure.
That's a good idea.
How to do that right now,
We'll
but
figure it out.
we have Cash App if you guys would like to donate.
Yeah.
Hashtag FordsHerbal, FordsHerbal. Let's see. What are your thoughts on China's presence in the continent, or is it in Tanzania or the continent?
Bruh, my thoughts, bruh. It's like we can see what's happening. Like you understand where it's gonna head if we don't step in and really come together as a group and really stop what's going on. Like, and not even just stop. Like, 'cause they already here. We have to come and compete. Like, 'cause there's really no stopping it. They already here. So if you just come over here, we have to get more people over here to compete and show them that we're actually like we're businessmen as well and we're business women as well. We understand how economics work. We understand how we should get into the system and get things done. Okay. And I was gonna say something else. There was a Chinese man that was looking into staying next door to us, and when I went outside to go and speak to him, he sort of realized like, oh, you're American? And I was like, yeah, I am American. What's up? He was like, oh, you could tell his vibe changed once he realized I wasn't Rwandan. So they kind of know like, yeah, if an American comes over here, it has to be something going on. So I mean, they here, but you know, we just have to compete.
There's not a lot of them in Tanzania though. I haven't seen a lot of Chinese people over here.
Not here in Tanzania, but yeah. There's a lot in Rwanda, and I'm sure there's a lot on the continent. So come compete. Don't just sit over there and wonder and wish and see what's going on. You got to come compete and get some skin in the game.
What area would you recommend for single mom with teenagers? Dar es Salaam.
Yeah, Dar es Salaam.
There's a lot to do here. They have basketball courts. They have lots of things for teenagers to do.
Yeah.
They have the beach. They have soccer. They have a lot of stuff to do.
Water parks too.
Water parks, yeah.
Bro.
They have like 4 water parks here, y'all.
Be on the lookout for that video.
Yeah, we going to the water park.
We going for
sure. Yeah, we going probably, I don't know, soon. Yeah, because we got a lot to do this week. But yeah, they have water parks here. They have a lot to do here, y'all. Like stuff that I didn't even think of that they would have in Africa. They have it here. So I'm very happy to engage in those activities.
Yeah.
Somebody said you can climb Kilimanjaro. Yeah, you can climb Mount Kilimanjaro.
That's the goal. I don't know. She said not yet, but I'm ready to jump up there.
You gotta train for that. You gonna get up there and be looking crazy. You gonna get up there and fall out. You gonna fall out by the time you get to the second peak.
I got a buddy who's actually he invited me. Well, he didn't invite me, but he said he's going on the 3 weeks. No, 10 days. It takes 10 days to get from the bottom to the top. And once you get to the top, you take a helicopter down. And my boy, he flew on a plane away from Tanzania, going to Rwanda. And the mountain was over the clouds.
In the heavens.
In the heavens, like bruh. Like that had to be the mountain Christ was on when he got offered the world and turned it down. There has to be. Because that mountain was literally above the clouds. Like the plane could have landed on it. That's how high it was above the clouds, bro. So I definitely have to get up there and experience that. Like my wife said, if you get up there, that's something spiritual waiting on you for sure.
Man.
Like you
come back a whole new person. Somebody said I can scrape up 100,000 and bounce. You don't even need that much.
If you can
don't
scrape
need 100,000.
wow.
I mean, if you got 100,000, yeah,
wow.
you'll be.
She said scrape it up though.
But yeah, you don't even need 100,000. You can leave with like 6,000 and be good for a couple months.
Yeah.
Get your business started, start generating income somehow. Yeah. Somebody said, I don't think there's a single country in Africa against this repatriation. It benefits the receiving country more, just like what the year of return did to Ghana's economy. $1.9 billion injected. Exactly. That's what I was talking about.
Billion.
Billion.
What?
Ghana made 1 point. That's why I said money talks in Africa. Like if y'all want to come over here, y'all worried about dual citizenship. I don't think that's something we're gonna have to be worried about for long.
Yeah.
If a lot of people, a lot of diaspora wants to come to and repatriate to Tanzania, and we get enough people together, and we're helping stimulate their economy. I don't see why they wouldn't offer us some type of permanent residency or something that benefits us to where we can, get land here and do whatever we need to do and maneuver the system here. So yeah. Somebody said, "What's your email?" I'll write it in the comment section, y'all. Somebody said Magufuli doesn't easily allow foreigners to come and take over. Yeah, I haven't really seen a lot of Chinese over here at Tanzania, to be honest with you. Somebody said Samuel Jackson is a Gabonese national now. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. There's a lot of celebrities.
Samuel Jackson.
Samuel Jackson.
It's no reason, like, the inkling that you're feeling to get out of there and, like, man, now I want to go to Africa. I never thought about it. Like, bro, that's no coincidence. That's the Most High telling you it's time to roll. Like, listen, take heed.
Somebody said, how's the banking system there?
Banking system.
So you can open up an international account here, and you don't have to. You won't get any fees like if you're withdrawing money from the ATM. But if you have like a Visa or a MasterCard, you can still use your card, go to the ATM, take money out. But you should pretty much have cash when you're like out and about, because sometimes their systems may be down, like the ATM may be down sometimes, or if you go to a restaurant, they may not be accepting cards for some reason. Their system might be down. So cash is king in Africa. So you could come with your debit cards and have your money on there, but you know you want to make probably at some point open up a international bank account or African bank account, so you don't continue to accumulate a lot of fees and stuff from like withdrawing money from the ATM every time you need some cash. Somebody said what kind of business can we start if we do not speak the foreign language? You can start whatever type of business you want to start, because there's a big expat community here, and there's a lot of tourists here, and there's a lot of people returning to Tanzania from the diaspora, so you don't necessarily need to speak Swahili right away. When you come here to set up your business, it just depends on the market, the target audience that you want to market to. Are you marketing to locals? Then you probably do need to learn Swahili or have a local run your business for you. Or if you're targeting the diaspora or expats, then that you may not necessarily need to know Swahili right away. But I do recommend you learn Swahili. And while we're on that subject, if anybody is willing to teach Swahili classes here in Tanzania, you have an opportunity to make some money, because all of us want to learn Swahili, and we don't know anybody that can teach us. So if y'all know anybody in Tanzania who would like to earn some extra money and knows good English and Swahili, let us know, please. Do you need to be a resident to open a bank account there? No.
You just have to, an international bank account,
You can
right?
open up an international bank account,
Then what, you get like $50 when you do open the account.
Are you living there now? Oh, they're talking to each other. Somebody said Chime banks were good in Tanzania, no fees. Oh, that's a good one. Chime bank, guys.
Okay.
Somebody said, I just hope black expats aren't taking the American superiority complex to these other countries. Just a thought, not trying to be negative.
That's a good thought.
Yeah, that's them.
Yeah.
You know, you can't help everybody. If they feel like they're superior for some reason,
they'll
find out soon enough. You're not superior to anybody. When you get here, you have to incorporate. Live like the locals. You don't want to come here and live like a tourist, because you're gonna go broke quick. So you want to do the things that they're doing. If they're taking motorbikes, you take motorbikes. If they're taking the bajajis, which is the 3-wheel cars, you take the 3-wheel cars. You know, like if they're eating at these local restaurants where you can get food, a whole plate of food for $2, you eat there. You don't want to keep going to, KFC or Subway, spending $10 on a meal. Unless you just, you balling out and you got it like that, go right ahead. But what we recommend is that you live like the locals. And if you want to splurge, you splurge on your house. Even that's not even really splurging, because if you're paying $400, $500, you're saving money by moving over here. But that'll probably be your biggest, expense is your rent.
The likes match the views. That's what's up, y'all. We appreciate that, man. Thank y'all for the support, bro. It's humbling, man.
I think that we answered all the questions.
Oh, somebody just asked me. Somebody just messaged me.
Hold on, y'all. We got another one.
One more question. Someone asked, I'm getting messages.
Oh, a lot of messages are coming in. We ain't done just yet, y'all. Hold on.
Somebody forgot to ask about vaccination to enter East Africa. Do they require you, if any?
No.
No, they don't. There's no COVID. So
Well, even beyond that, like we didn't have any vaccination requirements. Not from where we came from. I don't know. It depends on where you're coming from in the world. Maybe they may, but coming from America to there, nah, there wasn't any vaccination requirements.
Somebody said, "What's the least amount you recommend we need to leave with, money wise?" If you're a smaller family, like 2 or 3 people, I would say like to get started, get situated for a couple of months. 3, 4 months. I would say about at least 6 to 8,000. Just to live comfortably, get your couple of months rent paid off. Make sure you have money for food, transportation, and you don't want to be worrying about how you're going to get your next dollar. So I would say at least about 6,000.
Yeah.
If you're a larger family, a little bit more than that.
Scrape up 100,000.
10,000.
No, I'm just
10,000. You'll be good with 10,000. Because if your rent is $500 and you leaving with $10,000, $2,000 already paying for 4 months of rent. So
Yeah.
you just gotta think about it like that. And you can get houses for $200. It depends on, and like in Arusha, which is like about 3 hours away from here, flying. No, not flying. It's like an hour away from here flying, but like 10 hours driving. Arusha is cheaper than Dar es Salaam, so you can get houses over there for like $200. So you may not even need $10,000 to leave with a family of 4. Depends on where you're going and how much money you want to spend, how you want to live.
Yeah.
There's some good houses you can look at on zoomtanzania.com. Zoomtanzania.com. You can look at houses and pricing and kind of get an idea of like what your rent is going to look like.
Say that Zoom.
Zoom, like the ZOOM.
Okay.
Zoomtanzania.com. Are you planning to expand your business of natural products? Yes.
Yes, of course, man.
Yes, definitely.
Great question, though, but of course, you have to.
Do you want to buy land? Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
You guys have a directory with general suggested information like housing, banking, transportation. We're actually working on that,
Yeah.
so stay tuned for that. We also offering consultations, like if you need like an in-depth, like sort of help with everything, you can send us your questions and then we can help you.
Yeah.
That way as well.
And she's not gonna say it, but I will. She also offer herbal consultations if you want to get herbal remedies to help with, any ailments that you're dealing with or the natural way, So we have that in the description box as well.
Kegel Eagle said, I can help you find a Swahili t-shirt. Thank you.
Oh.
Can you send me an email to ShavonGraves@Yahoo? I put it in the chat. Or you can send it to him. His information's in.
Either or.
Yeah, either or.
Thank you.
Is that all the questions that came in?
Double check. If you ain't asked the question, you hurry up and ask.
Oh, Demetrius said, I'm looking for an African Hebrew Israelite wife. Have y'all found any Hebrew Israelite communities? Yeah, there's a lot of Israelites over here.
Yes, a lot, yeah.
Yeah, you could find. Come on over here, Demetrius.
That's Demetrius.
Come on over here and get you your wife. Demetrius Sullivan. Come on over here and get you a wife. In my country, $100 gets multiplied around 3 times. Wow, that's awesome. Is there much gun crime in Tanzania or Rwanda? No.
They don't even have guns. They
don't
can't
have
own
guns. Yeah, the only people that have guns are the military or like the police officers. So like citizens can't own guns. So most you have to worry about is a machete.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think that's it.
All right. Somebody said a lot of Bantus are Israelites. Yes. Do you think older Americans with diabetes and high blood pressure would be safe from COVID there? Yeah. The biggest thing with diabetes is your diet. And the diet over here is very natural.
Yeah.
So if you're looking to heal, this is definitely somewhere where you can heal.
Yeah.
And reverse a lot of conditions as well.
I've seen a lot of bigger people walking, getting that workout on, getting that sweat on.
Somebody said, do you think it would be safe for LGBTQ people?
I don't know. I haven't really seen that, honestly. I haven't seen much many LGBTQ people. So
Well, I heard a local told us a story in Rwanda that there was an LGBTQ person. I don't know the correct terms, but he was like doing YouTube videos and he was promoting that lifestyle. And in Africa, that's not something that they really promote. And they deported him back to, I think, was it America or wherever he came from. So honestly, I'm not saying that they don't have gay people here, because obviously there's gay people everywhere, but that's not something that's really promoted and really accepted here, especially in Tanzania, because as I mentioned earlier, it's a big Christian and Muslim centered country. So if you were like wanted to be like open and like how they do in America, how they like, you know, are very open with it, I don't think that you could do that here, to be honest with you. So let's see. Somebody said trying to figure out how to make extra income. Try to do something with e-commerce. Do something that's online that you can take anywhere, that you could take from America here. Yeah, look into that.
Yeah, and if you're in the there's a lot of opportunity. Like it just depends on what field you're in. Like if you're in the what's the word I'm looking for? If you're in the technology field, there's opportunity for that. You're in the construction field, there's opportunities for that. Like if you're a YouTuber, there's opportunities for that. If you know how to do web development, opportunities for that. If you're a photographer, like there's too many opportunities, y'all.
If you want to be a farmer and grow coffee, tea, or trade in exotic fruits, or like there's gold here. There's so many opportunities.
Yeah.
Somebody said, do you have any tips on how to fight eczema? Definitely. You have to schedule a consultation with me if you're interested in that, because that's something we have to look at your lifestyle, your diet, and all that stuff. So.
Yeah. YouTube is a good idea, daughter of Zion, for real. Like, especially if you're talking about this, sis, it's a great idea. Like, don't get that started before you take that plane ride, and you'll be good. You'll be good.
They said African Tigress teaches Peace Swahili via Patreon. Okay, can y'all, is there a link or something where we could get to that? If y'all don't mind.
Thank y'all for the likes again. We appreciate y'all. That's real. Thank y'all for the support.
Somebody said discrimination of LGBT community is punishable by law in Rwanda. Well, the law and what they actually do is totally different, because I'm telling you, there's not being LGBTQ is not something that's really acceptable in Africa. So I know they may have something on the books, but you have to deal with the local people. So you want to make sure you're being safe, and you want to go somewhere where you'll fit in. So that's not something that's really practiced over here. I'm not saying that nobody in the whole Africa is gay, because obviously there are gay people, but they're not out and about and flaunting it or anything like they do in America. Somebody said, how does it feel to be in the majority as opposed to the minority? I'll let him talk about that.
Bruh, that's like it's the best feeling in the world. It's like you see more people that look like you, and you feel more connected, and they're probably looking at you like, bro, why are you staring at me? But I'm looking at every person like, wow, bro, like you look like my cousin, you look like my uncle, like you look like my friend that I know from middle school.
The other day.
Yeah, found her brother and everything.
His brother today. We saw Darian. We saw him today. We were like, man, I look just like him.
He had the same mug and everything my brother walk around with. I saw his twin today, and it's really, it's refreshing and liberating. And I honestly feel like the next time, like I hope I'm never in an altercation. I hope I never have to deal with a racist person again. But if I ever have to deal with a racist person again, bro, like they have no more power. They have no more power, bro. Like you can't say nothing to me crazy. You can't touch me, bro. We run this world. Like it's too many of us. It's too many of us here for us to continue to act like, bro, they really got power over us. They have no power over us. It's mentally. It's more mental than anything, y'all. Mm-hmm. For real.
Somebody said LGBTQ is against the law in Tanzania. So yeah, there you go, y'all. It's actually against the law here. So
dang.
That answers your question. You ugly. Somebody said, okay, yeah, they going ham in the comments. They said the hypocrisy of some Americans wanting citizenship in Africa while at the same time trying to bring in European LGBT culture is ridiculous. Somebody said your husband looks like he's from Tanzania.
Yeah.
Faustine said, please let me know about security in hospitals. Faustine, we touched on that a little bit earlier in the live, so once we end it, you can go back and find that information a little bit earlier.
That comment just said something to me. The person said the hypocrisy of people want to bring the mindsets over. Like that's like we've been saying that the whole time. Like we literally been detoxing. Like it's really they have us thinking wrong. Like everything they taught us in America has been backwards. Like they didn't teach us the truth at all. So we really have a lot to unlearn in order for us to grow into who we really supposed to be. Like that's the stuff that they taught us, the stuff that they bombarded us with is what they wanted us to see and what they wanted us to do. Like I can honestly admit myself, like from me being from Memphis, Tennessee, I grew up listening to 3 6 Mafia, Yo Gotti, and all the gangster rap that I could ever, like that you could ever consume. And there's a piece of me that still like feels drawn to act like that, even though I know I don't supposed to, even though I know I shouldn't. Like there's a piece of me like it's in me deep. So I'm still fighting against that within myself. So I know like it's not easy for you to get rid of, and I know it's not something that's gonna be simple. But you have to really fight against what they taught us, because they really want us acting crazy. They really want us doing homosexuality. They really want us fighting against each other. They really want us fighting with our women. They really want us to do that and not really love ourselves and love properly. So you really have to realize and come to the understanding that they got us messed up in the head intentionally. So just know, like, you have to unlearn a lot of stuff, bro. It ain't no cakewalk, but you gotta do it.
How's solar business opportunities out here?
I haven't looked into it and learned anything, but I saw a solar street light here in Tanzania, like right around the corner from our Airbnb. Like I can see it from the balcony, so that's very promising. I've never seen that in Nashville. You? I think some cities.
And the sun is always shining, so if you're looking to do a solar business in Tanzania, you're in the right place, because there's no shortage of sunshine here.
Yeah.
The sun is always shining, for the most part. Somebody said, you look so comfortable and happy. Yes. Yes, we are.
Man. For real.
Somebody said, Lord willing, when I step off the plane, there will be tears in my eyes. Man.
Before you get off the plane,
Man.
probably. I saw the landmass and I started crying. Like, yes. We made it. It's a fight, man, but you gotta come back. You gotta come back.
Detoxing is necessary, yeah. Somebody said Kenya also has laws against LGBT. Yeah, we gonna get off the LGBT subject. Like, just know that they don't do that over here, y'all. You have to respect people and their culture. Just like when you come over there, you have to respect American culture and respect their laws. If you come to Africa, you have to respect their morals, systems, and their culture. They don't do LGBTQ like that over here. And a lot of countries, you can go to jail for that. So just be mindful of that before you decide to repatriate somewhere. I think that please share some tips on how to detox. Oh man, so just being here is a detox. Like if you go to the beach, put your feet in the salt water, that's a detox right there.
Yeah.
The salt is drawing toxins out of your body. When you're breathing in the fresh the air from the beach, that's also detoxing your lungs. They have so many fruits out here, and they have so many minerals in here. A lot of us are mineral deficient. A lot of us are anemic. We don't have enough iron. Sugarcane is a great way to increase your iron stores. Mango is another fruit that's rich in minerals and iron. The sun, you don't have to worry about getting vitamin D. We know vitamin D helps us fight infections and keeps our immune system up. When you get over here, you have to really try to not be healthy. You have to go out of your way to try to go to KFC or try to just continue to eat junk because there's not a lot of it, and the lifestyle is so natural. People walk every day. Yeah, so just being over here is a detox in and of itself. I'm gonna ask that.
That was you. You sealed it. You did everything. You
Sorry,
said
y'all.
everything. You can ground too. I can add that one. You know, grounding is when you put your feet in the grass and just
In the dirt. Yeah.
in the dirt and take it in the sun and ground intentionally. You know.
Yeah, get the electromagnetic waves from the earth. The earth is a living organism, so when you put your feet in the dirt, you also are detoxing and helping, allowing your body to heal. Also, you're getting on the right circadian rhythms. We know that in the West, that's not really our natural circadian rhythms. The sun rises at a different time and sets at a different time over there. So you'll just get back in tune with just so many different things. You'll get back in tune with your culture. You're gonna be stressed, so you're not releasing all that cortisol. That's making you anxious and making you act a certain type of way. Yeah, there's lots of ways that you can detox over here.
Yeah.
Somebody said I'm late. What's the cost of living? Jeremiah, Rebirth. You can get houses here from 200 and up, depending on where you want to stay at.
Yeah.
200 US. Somebody said TZ is not for entrepreneurs. I would beg to differ.
Yeah,
Entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur is someone that sees an opportunity and sees the opportunity and like fixes it basically. So there's opportunity all around us, Joe. It's Joe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Joe. So just maybe you gotta shift your focus. Maybe you gotta realize what you're looking at. It's opportunity all around Africa, bro.
Somebody saying that blacks should leave U.S. if possible, but some cannot for other reasons. I feel like if there's a will, there's a way. I know some people can't get out right away, like tomorrow they can't leave, but if you push your mind to anything, you can do it. So if you have an exit strategy, say in the next couple of months or next year, early 2021, you want to be here in Africa, you grind hard. You do your 3-month plan, do your 6-month plan. How much money you gonna put up? There's stimulus checks may be coming. People are on unemployment money. Put that up. You don't have to spend all of that all at once. Some things you may be able to cut back on. Group economics is gonna go a long way. If you can move in with somebody in order to save some money on rent, so that you can save money and move and repatriate to Africa. That's another way that you can get out. You may have to let go of your car. You may have to take the city bus. Get out of things that are not serving you, that are holding you back. You don't have to have cable subscription. You don't have to have the Jordans, the latest Jordans that just came out. You don't have to go to the movies. You don't have to go party. You don't have to go to Miami for Carnival. Like, you don't have to do a lot of things that we're wasting our money on. We have to think about the bigger picture. Is this something that you're very serious about? The Most High provides for those who provide for themselves. Like, faith without works is dead. So you can say all day, I want to come to Africa, but if you're not setting your plan and not putting your feet to the fire, then it's never going to come into fruition. If we can't leave, anybody can do it. We are not rich by any means necessary. We struggle just like everybody else. Tim grew up poor. I didn't grow up rich, so we all come from humble beginnings. So if we can do it, y'all, with a baby and with just the two of us, like, you can do it as well. If people who are 19 years old can come over here and do it, you can do it as well. Just get your plans together, cut back where you can cut back on, and pray and have faith, and then the Most High will take care of the rest. Let's see if there's any more questions. Somebody said, how's the infrastructure in Tanzania? We went over that already. Ms. Hal, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing your name right. But we're going to post this video again so you can go back and look at that. We went over the infrastructure already.
I just love how our people, they're going all over Africa.
Do you have to take a coronavirus test before coming to Tanzania? No. Now, if you're coming from like
One more question.
Rwanda, you did need a COVID test, but if you're coming from the U.S., no, you don't need COVID test.
Yeah.
And no, you don't need yellow fever vaccine either if you're coming from America. You think Magufuli will win the election? Honestly, yeah. And we all need to pray for protection for him because he's like the only person standing up to the West.
Yep.
One of the only people. So we need to be fasting and praying for this guy because Tanzania is literally like the last stand. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how, like, this is the country that is going to be our safe haven.
Yep.
When all this madness goes on with the vaccines and the world's falling apart, Africa in itself is going to be the safe haven, but more so Tanzania because of how he's standing up to the West and how he's not going for the okie doke. So just continue to keep him in your prayers, y'all. I know there's a lot of prayer warriors on here. Just include him in those prayers, y'all. Did you get a visa? Yes, we did get a visa. We're currently on a tourist visa for now, which is 90 days, a 90-day tourist visa. So I think, let's see, what's y'all contact info? I'm gonna post it again.
And you can go check out the description box for the email and everything. In every video, we have a description. In the description box, there is our email and Cash App and PayPal information, if that's what you're looking for.
Yeah, and I also put it in this chat, so if you just scroll up, you will see under FordsHerbal Medicine Diaries, I put our email and other information in there. What's the name of the president in Tanzania? Magufuli? I don't know if I'm saying that right. I don't know if you're trying to be funny. Magufuli. When did y'all get there? We just got to Africa about a little over a month ago. What time is it there? It is 10:28 p.m. Y'all. Are you Christians or Hebrew Israelites?
Hebrew Israelites. Good question.
Yeah, we're children of the Most High. Do they have other cities with lower temperatures in Tanzania? Yes. If you go to Arusha, it's cooler out there than in Dar es Salaam. Somebody said, I'm new to your channel. Welcome, Supreme Fire 31.
Welcome to the journey, Supreme Fire 31.
Start a group so you can meet up with folks in Tanzania. Good idea. Somebody said, what's the biggest difference between Rwanda and Tanzania? We covered that. Quick sweeps. That's at the beginning of the video. So once we get done with the live, you can go back and watch it.
Yeah. Like that's it. Huh?
I think that's it, y'all. Unless y'all have any more questions, we're going to start to wrap this up because it is getting late over here.
Yeah. Well,
and
thank y'all for tuning in. If you tune in later and if you haven't joined and subscribed already, please hit the like button and subscribe and share this video with other people so they can join the journey and repatriate themselves. We appreciate all you guys for, the constant support and continue to egg us on to keep doing this. This isn't an easy journey, and we appreciate y'all for tuning in and continue to just, show y'all love and help us figure this thing out. So as we figure it out, we're gonna let you guys know. So just make sure y'all stay tuned and listen to that voice that you're feeling inside telling you to go. Like it's no coincidence that we all feeling like we need to leave or get out of that situation. So please, just take heed to that voice and just do what you need to do to save yourself and your family from that situation.
Jeremiah Rebirth, reach out to my husband on his email, fordjunior.timothy@gmail.com. fordjunior.timothy@gmail.com. Okay.
Have anything you got to say?
No, that's it. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We're gonna try to do lives more because I enjoy talking with y'all.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, this was fun. Maybe next time T3 will be here. Maybe not. We'll see. But yeah, thank you guys. Y'all have a blessed evening. That's it.
And be safe and stay covered.